Hey, welcome everybody. It's Cynthia. I hope you're having a great day today. My channel is Including You Journals. I love to create journals and anything that has to do with making journals. So welcome today. I'm going to be using something that I don't have a die cut for. I don't have a Sizzix machine or Cricut or anything like that, but someone sent me, they were kind enough to share these with me. Let me get something that's light enough to be able to see this little die cut here of what I believe is, I would call a specimen slide. And I love this green color. I'm guessing they used an old green file folder, maybe a hanging folder to cut these from, but I really like them. And I have three out here for us to work on together. One that I think I finished today. I am utilizing some tracing paper, which is just a nice thick vellum-y kind of paper. You could use acetate if you wanted to be able to see more clearly. I think that might be a good idea. I was going for a look that says a little more aged, so I didn't want it to be so bright and shiny, but so it just depends on what you want and what you're looking for. And I had such a small butterfly in the one that I was doing as a prototype, and I didn't hold it up to see what I was doing, so I moved it up too close. So underneath I came in with another little label and just glued that in as well. I can or cannot, depending on what I want to use this for. If I want to use it as a tuck spot in a journal, I will not cover the back, but if I want to write on this, I might use some coffee or tea stain paper to cover this part to write with. I see this being used in a journal like so. Open this up while I still have a journal handy that I can show you. If I glued this as a tuck spot here on this outer edge and on this bottom edge, then I have plenty of room to come in with a card, even if it's oversized, and use that in my journal. So that's probably how I would choose to use this. And so let's create three more together if we have time, and I think we do. And I'm simply already have little pieces of tracing paper cut so that they should fit right in here. I didn't want to have the time of measuring, and I'm gonna have to cut anyway. Even though I tried not to, it's just not quite so even. Excuse me while I come off of the camera for a second to make sure that is gonna fit a little bit better. That's the step I was trying to save us from. Okay, so I'm just gonna glue around the edge then. And I can use any kind of digitals. I can use anything, scrapbook paper, it doesn't matter. Dictionary, any kind of text, old world text that I might have. I'm not going to worry that this glue is over the paper, because when I shut it in a moment, it's all going to be glued down to this one part anyway. I really like this one color of butterfly. I thought it showed up so well against that background, but I'm not so sure it shows up with the vellum in there. That lighter color, vanilla, whatever color that is, kind of gets lost in that. So I've tried now for a darker blue. Let's see, I think that might work there. But this time I kind of want to get him in the middle and not so much up to one side, so that I don't mind using the, what I've done here with this little label, that's fine. But actually, I just want to simply put this in what I might see as the center. We'll have him a little catty corner that way, and ready to glue down. Again, I'm just going to come in and glue around the corner. I don't need all of him to be glued. Notice I did that very willy-nilly, and I kind of did that on purpose. You don't have to be careful there. And this art glitter glue does dry clear. And I don't know if that's picking up at all for you, but there is a blue butterfly that you can see just beyond that. So you may not like this tracing paper. You may prefer to use a clear acetate, which would be so much easier to see. And all I have is a baggie to be able to use something clear here, or not. I think I have a clear page. Let's see. There's a little sticker that we will just take off so that we can use the acetate a minute. And if you have the acetate in there, what you can see. Oh, see how much nicer that is. If you really want to see, then you're probably going to want to use the acetate. So I don't mind that it doesn't show up as well. I am going for something that looks a little older, and so I'm going to stay with that. Also, I wanted to try one other thing. Rather than having that green as a background, I was thinking about maybe using some text and seeing how that would work in this area. So let's just kind of get some that will fit inside. And I think it's going to be okay that it won't all, let's go a little bit smaller. And I hope some green actually shows through. I may not have done that just right for it to. Oh yeah, it does. Okay, so I like those corners of green. I'm gonna glue this down. I could use glue stick on all of this. I just happen to have my art glitter glue handy, and I like how quickly it dries. It doesn't warp all my paper. And I still want to use my tracing paper vellum. Excuse me while I trim it down just a hair. Straighten it up. I got a little cattywampus there on the side. I hope that didn't cut off too much. No, it doesn't. Okay. Well, this is being videotaped ahead of time. So I know that it will air the 1st of March. I'm still in February. We have had some wonderful weather, lots of blooming shrubs and trees in the area. So much like spring. I'm waiting for the other foot to drop. So by the time this airs in March, the other shoe may have dropped. What did I say? The other foot dropped. I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. As it were. Okay, now what do I want to try? I have a pinky orange butterfly. Let's see what he looks like in there. Okay, I don't know if you can see that, but I think I like that quite a bit. So I'm going to put him there. I'm ready for some butterflies, hummingbirds, flowers. Okay, I almost have him up too far, but I believe he'll be okay. Let's see, do I have anything I could go put on the inside of that? Maybe not. It's okay. Let's close it up. And again, I'm just going around the edge to make sure that's sealed up. Aha, isn't that nice? I really like that. So to the lady who sent this to me, I've already shown the video. Thank you so much for sharing. I don't have die cuts to do that, and so it's really nice to have some specimen slides that I can utilize, and I've been wanting to use these since Christmas. Let's see. Can we go over the top? I believe so. And we'll just do that. I'll fold this one right over the edge. I like specimen slides. I really like this green. That's great. And I'm trying to think of something else here. Would I want to do that? I don't think so. Too light in color, which may mean the same thing here. Too light in color. But I do have one of these nice little This is distressed. These are labels here. And they are sticky, but I want to make sure they stay stuck. And I'm not sure where I want him. I think right up next to the top, over the rest. We have two that are very similar. You may or may not like that, but it kind of just gives you an idea. If you want to play with the acetate, the clear, or if you like vellum or tracing paper, this will give you an idea of something that you might like to try as well. Okay, here is the blue one that I worked on. I'm just looking for some labels to go on the outside. I think that's going to work. And I don't know that you can see that, but there is a little rectangular piece here, indentation for the label to go in. That was made by I believe the die cut machine. So that's great. And if you wanted to, I don't know why it would hurt to come back with another butterfly or a flower or something along the edge that you could also use. I was even thinking of, I have a little bit of this veiling material, the sari silk, that I wanted to see if I could put just along the corner, just along the edge rather, not the corner. Let's see what that looks like. We'll set it on there anyway. You know, it's just like using text or other kinds of paper. It's a thin piece of material. It's a way to decorate what you have. I'm going to put him on this side here. And I'm going to smudge that glue a little bit so that it's not quite so strong through the material. Again, not that it won't dry clear. I don't know if that's the best color. I do have some lighter colors. I'm just trying to use up this piece of sari that I had used on something else. I tend to hoard something great when I get it. Yuck, sorry about that. All right, let's move him over and pull one more in. And let's see what we want to do with this. Okay, so we have three variations, one with text behind, one with butterfly and label inside, and one with just a dark butterfly on the dark background. And now I'm going to try this vanilla-y color. It's more of a vanilla color on this dark green. I like that. I may not even put anything else there as far as a window, but look how pretty that is against that green. I really like that a lot. Again, with the tracing paper, or if you were using vellum, not so bad. I was afraid it was really going to get lost with all this white on top, but I'm going to go ahead and use that. And I want it to be a little bit different. Since I'm decorating four, I will probably use them in 4 different journals, so it won't matter if they're all 4 the same. But for the sake of decorating, I just want another idea of what I could do there. And let's see, what else could we use here? Do we have room for another label? What if I put her down? Nope, don't like that. Let's go ahead and glue the tracing paper on, and then we'll play with the rest of it. Okay, and again, here it is closed, and we can see. I don't think I'm going to put anything else inside, but maybe on the outside I can do something here. We'll close it off. Oops, I squeezed a little too hard and too much forward, and I had a little too much glue there, so you can see where that clump is. And again, it will dry, but that may not be what you want to do. Now I could come down with a label into that, and I think that's what I'm going to do on this one. Or let me try another label, something that I haven't used. This one that looks more like a cigar band. I'm going to do this just because it's different. That peach looks a little nice against that green, the colors. I wonder if I want to do this. You know what, I'm going to do that. I'm going to make it all askew and let it fold over the back side. Oh, I have to weigh that glue. Wow, I've been happy with the glue on this, huh? Okay. Now that's, you know, I don't want them all to look like that, but I don't mind that there is something a little different. And in all actuality, I want there to be a little something different. Now I'm going to come back up with a gal and stick her up top too. And we'll see what we have there. Okay. And could I have decorated around the specimen slide more? Absolutely, if you wanted to do that, but I really like that green, and I think it would be cool on any page of a journal. That green itself just makes it stand out. And we've given it a little variation in decoration just by what we've done inside. I'm looking for a page that we could look at and put these on just to see what they would look like if we did one in the corner of a journal and used it as a tuck spot. Yeah, that would be fine there. And if we wanted to come on that side, same thing. Let's try the last two just so we can see what they look like. I like those in a journal. And look at the orange there, along with that big orange card, how that would look as well. I like that. And one further, we'll just put it on this side. Again, if I'm only gluing on the side and the bottom, I'm getting a tuck spot so that things can slip in and out and pull out easily. Hope you enjoyed that today. And it seems like I'm a little calm today. Maybe I'm too calm, I don't know, too even voiced. I hope I'm not too monotone today, but I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope that sparked your interest in your creativity, and now you go out and play and have a good time. Hope you have a great day, and I hope you enjoy me soon. Thank you. Bye.